This is amazing. Hiking in the rain has never been one of our favorite things to do, but life finds a way. Today is our first full day in West Virginia. First, this morning, we're stopping at Berkeley Springs to wander around the park and do a little antiquing.
The land here at Berkeley Springs State Park has been used as a health spa and resort since the mid-1700s.
George Washington visited the spa for the first time in 1748 at the age of 16, and you can visit the tub he allegedly used. It was rebuilt sometime in the 1930s.
The historic Roman bathhouse was built in 1815 on the site of a previous bathhouse and is the oldest public building in the town.
The site has 2 park bathhouses, and there's a fountain at Gentleman's Spring House where people can fill up their bottles with the spring water. The springs also serve as the source of the town's municipal water supply.
The water is home to several species of fish, including a population of guppies that were introduced in the 1940s.
After exploring the park, we visited the Berkeley Springs Antique Mall, located directly across the street. We love shopping for vintage treasures, and this place was packed. It's a little rainy today, but we're going to proceed with our original plans. Now we are on our way to the Green Ridge Overlook in Flint, Maryland, did you say?
Mm-hmm. Flintstone.
Oh, that's right, we were singing the Flintstone song.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the Green Ridge Overlook in Flintstone, Maryland.
Green Ridge State Forest is the largest contiguous block of public land in Maryland, sitting at around 48,000 acres. A viewing platform is located behind the park's headquarters, and there's a paved, accessible 440-foot trail to reach the overlook.
It's a little bit drizzly today, but the view is still beautiful. Our lunch is peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in the car. As vegans, we can have a hard time finding restaurants or cafes on the road, especially in more rural areas, so we relied on sandwiches quite a bit for this trip. Now we're at Cooper's Rock State Park. It's a little drizzly here too, so we're gonna see how much hiking we can do, but first we are gonna visit the trading post. I love a good souvenir t-shirt, and I'm hoping I can find a good one in there.
Park gift shops love to see us coming. We enjoy picking up souvenirs from the parks that we visit, whether it's a t-shirt, postcard, sticker, or hiking guide.
West Virginia has a bunch of almost heaven swings that they've put all around the state, and we're trying to find one of them here at Cooper's Rock right now. There are over 50 of these almost heaven swings located across the state. They provide a great place to set up the perfect photo for your social media. All right, the seat is a little too wet. We are not going to sit on this today, but we're happy to have found it, and there's an overlook right over there we're going to check out. We can only access one part of the overlook because they're doing construction on the rest, but the view from here is gorgeous, even in the rain and the mist.
We are at Cooper's Rock, and we're going to do a trail right now called the Rock City Trail. It's supposed to go through some boulders and stuff like that. It's raining, so it's not exactly fun, but we thought we'd try to get a quick hike in.
It'll still be fun.
It will.
Hiking in the rain has never been one of our favorite things to do, but this is when we're here. This is our day to be at Cooper's Rock, so we're gonna brave the elements and go hiking anyway. Well, the rain picked up just as we got onto the trail, basically, so now it is really kind of coming down, and we're gonna keep trying to hike, but we decided to take a little moment in the shelter just to check out the shelter and to hope that the rain will maybe slow down. We'll see.
The rain didn't slow down. It actually picked up while we were at the shelter, but we decided to continue on the trail, and we were so glad we did. After leaving the shelter, we passed through tunnels of rhododendron and into Rock City itself, towering sandstone rock formations that rise up on both sides of the trail.
It's hard to show in a video just how tall these walls of rock really are and how much fun it is to explore all the passageways and caves carved out of the sandstone. We absolutely loved it. We just climbed up there. It's like through the rocks, and it's like, it really is like walking through some kind of weird rock city. I love it. This trail is so cool. It's definitely worth braving the rain for. City, and it's raining so much harder now that we decided to drive over to Morgantown, which is where we're spending the night, and maybe do a little shopping.
We're having pizza from Pies Pints, and it's a vegan pizza, and it has grapes, red grapes on it, which is really interesting. We've seen this before, and we were really intrigued to try it. And we also got spinach and cherry tomatoes. Very good.
We're on day 2 in our West Virginia road trip. We stayed in Morgantown last night, and today we are filming an episode for our other channel, Film Trail, in the morning, and then in the afternoon we're going to go to Valley Falls State Park and see the falls.
We're starting our day here in Morgantown and Fairmont with a little coffee from Quantum Bean, and we picked up some goodies from Venerable Bean Bakery. They're an all-vegan bakery, including a pepperoni roll, which we're really excited to try.
The rain is interfering a little bit with our plans to film our Film Trail episode, but we are stopping for a snack break, and yeah, then we're gonna hopefully be able to film once this rain has passed.
Luckily, the rain did stop, and we were able to get footage for our Film Trail episode on the 2019 film Feast of the Seven Fishes. The movie was shot in Rivesville in Fairmont, West Virginia, and follows an Italian family in the days leading up to Christmas as they prepare the traditional feast.
If you'd like to learn about the West Virginia locations used in the film, check out the link to our Film Trail channel in the description below.
One memorable scene from the film takes place at Woody's, a Fairmont institution that offers pepperoni rolls, which are a local specialty that originated in the 1920s as a portable lunch for coal miners. We couldn't try the pepperoni rolls at Woody's. However, we really wanted to try this famous cuisine from Fairmont. So we were going to get some baked goods from Venerable Bean at Quantum Bean Coffee this morning, and we were very happy to find that they had pepperoni rolls. So, vegan pepperoni roll, first one. Delicious. That's so good. It's seitan pepperoni, but it's spiced beautifully. It's wonderful. And it's nice and meaty. It's great.
All right, my turn. Oh yeah, the pepperoni flavor is great. The bread is nice and soft. This is really good. Cheers, West Virginia. The weather's been a little iffy today, but right now we have beautiful sunshine. We are at Valley Falls State Park and looking forward to seeing some falls.
It's beautiful here. There's some waterfalls. We're gonna go ahead and walk the trail along the river and check out all the cascades.
This is amazing. It's so cool. You get to walk right up to the waterfall practically. You can feel the power of the water. It's just really, really cool stop. This showcase of Valley Falls State Park, once the site of a lumber and grist mill community, is a series of 4 falls cascading down the Tygart Valley River.
In the mid-1800s, the community that sprang up at the site of the lumber and grist mills had a ferry, post office, shops, and schools. But a few decades later, a fire and flood devastated the town and it never recovered. West Virginia acquired the falls and surrounding land in 1964, creating the beautiful park you see today.
These trees behind me, we've been fascinated by these trees as we've been driving around West Virginia. I think they're American sycamores. Don't quote me on that because I am not a tree expert, but I did some Googling and tried to figure it out because they're so beautiful. They brown at the bottom and then they're white up at the top. They're like these ghosts along the rivers. So beautiful. This lone column of stone is all that remains of the grist mill that stood on this site in the 1800s.
The trail that we're on right now goes along the river, so we get to see the cascades from a little bit above. It's really pretty. Something to be aware of if you come to Valley Falls State Park is that it is one of many waterfalls on the West Virginia Waterfall Trail. Now, if you check in at the locations that they have on their map, if you do 3, you can get a sticker. If you do more, you can get better prizes. But in our trip, we're only gonna have time to do a few waterfalls that are on the list, so we're gonna try to get that sticker. But it's something to check into if you're coming out here.
We are back at Pies Pints in Morgantown waiting for tonight's pizza. It was so good last night, we had to get another one. Tonight, however, we're gonna take it back to the hotel room and hopefully watch Stranger Things if we can log into Netflix on the hotel TV. Thanksgiving morning and we just made a quick stop at Quantum Bean Coffee for some cold brew, and we picked up some Venerable Bean goodies as well to bring on our trip to Blackwater Falls State Park. We're hiking right now at Cathedral State Park in West Virginia. We're on our way to Blackwater Falls later, but looking forward to checking out the trail here. It is really cold this morning and there's a little bit of flurries in the air, but we're happy to be out here enjoying the fresh air, enjoying nature. It's a nice way to spend the Thanksgiving holiday.
It's really nice because this region has so much rhododendron, so it's nice and green even when we're on the brink of winter. Makes the trail feel more lush even at this time of year. Cathedral State Park, located in Aurora, West Virginia, is home to the state's largest old-growth forest and contains one of the largest stands of virgin hemlock in the state.
In 1882, this beautiful forest was part of a resort, but 40 years on, it was purchased by the resort's caretaker and later sold to West Virginia with the agreement that the trees would not be logged or cut down. The park was entered in the National Registry of Natural Landmarks in 1966.
So this is called Cathedral Park because of these towering hemlocks. So it's really cool to see these up close. They are quite large and beautiful. I think this is a hemlock. I hope I'm right in that.
Something else that makes it super green and lush here is all of the moss. There's still so much moss on the trees, on the ground. It's just beautiful. And we can't forget about the ferns. The ferns keep things green too.
These are called horse's hoof fungus. We don't know much more about them. I don't know what their official name is, but they do look like horse hooves, so pretty cool. We like seeing them.
Something really cool about the Cathedral Trail here at Cathedral State Park is that it's so intertwined with the stream. There are so many stream crossings, so you're walking along the creek pretty much the whole way. So I spoke too soon about it being all along the creek for the whole trail. Just after I said that, we moved into a more wooded area that's less along the creek, but it's still gorgeous. Still love it out here.
So we've just finished with our hike at Cathedral State Park, and now we're on to check out the smallest church in the United States, or in 48 states, or something like that. But that's close by, so we're gonna check that out, and then we're heading to Blackwater Falls. This is the smallest church in the lower 48 states.
This tiny church is called Our Lady of the Pines, and it's a real Catholic church. They even have the Stations of the Cross inside.
So it was really great to visit the smallest church in 48 states. They're currently renovating the stained glass right now, so the windows are out, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it was still really beautiful inside and cool to visit. And something else that's really neat is that you can get postcards, and you can mail the postcard from the smallest mailing office, which is right next door.
GPS is named Carol, and Carol has taken us on some weird back route. She loves back roads, and this is like a gravel road. It is so bumpy and windy. It's super narrow. I'm hoping that we make it to Blackwater Falls. Lunch today is tofurkey sandwiches in the car. Might not be glamorous, but it'll be good.
Blackwater Falls State Park is named for its signature set of falls, a 57-foot cascade in the Blackwater Canyon.
A series of boardwalks and steps takes you down to a viewing platform close to the falls.
Blackwater Falls is so named because it's got a dark amber color to the water, and that's caused by the tannins in it. Kind of like tea. Tea has tannins in it, and that's what gives it that color. Same thing for the falls.
Bit of snow is making these stairs kind of treacherous, but we're just taking it slow and being careful.
There is an accessible viewing area that is across the canyon. If you have mobility issues, you can always view the falls from that other viewpoint on the other side of the canyon.
Blackwater Falls is a stop on the Waterfall Wanderer list for West Virginia, so we have to get 3 different waterfalls in West Virginia to earn our stickers, and yeah, this is our second one. Now we're on our way to Elakala Falls, another falls in Blackwater Falls State Park.
Elakala Falls is a series of 4 falls on Shays Run as it descends into the Blackwater Canyon.
We have to walk super carefully. This is one of the rootiest trails ever. Lots of roots in the path. So the trail does continue down to the base of the falls, but we decided not to risk it today. It's a little icy, there's snow in the air, it's very cold. Don't want to risk getting injured and trapped out here waiting for help. So the falls are still beautiful. Elakala Falls, highly recommended, even if you only do the first part of the trail like we did. Over near Elakala Falls, right behind me, you can really see the tannins in the stream. It's like this dark brown, almost cola color. Super cool.
Because you get to go on this bridge that goes over the top of the falls, and then you circle around and you can either go to the base, except it's icy today so we're not going to do that, or you can, there's a little viewing area so you can stand there and see the falls with the bridge over it. It's pretty neat. So Pendleton Falls here. It's a great waterfall. It's massive and you can see it in the distance. This one's an easy one to get on the Waterfall trail because you just pull over on the side of the road and there it is.
This series of falls and cascades is on Pendleton Run as it makes its way down to the Blackwater River.
The building that we're standing in front of right now is part of the Davis Coal and Coke Company back in the day, so it was pretty cool to check out these old mining buildings and take photos of them. I have my camera, so that's what I'm doing.
This historic office building is located in Thomas, West Virginia, just down the road from Blackwater Falls.
So these coke ovens that are behind me, these are the remnants from the Davis Coal and Coke Company, I believe. But these were used actually to create coke from coal, and that coke was actually used to fuel the steel plants. And there's a bank of them here all along this side, and there's also a bank of them across the street. I'm really glad that they have these preserved because it's a really cool thing to check out. There are a lot of these around West Virginia and Pennsylvania, especially in the southwest region, and usually they're in the middle of the woods and, you know, on private land. You don't see them, the remnants of these anymore, but it's awesome that you can get up close and personal with these.
Now we're gonna walk a little ways to Douglas Falls. It might be cold, but the snow is really pretty.
There are awesome icicles forming on the ledges under here, and there are a bunch of rhododendron above it. It's so cool.
Douglas Falls is a beautiful 35-foot waterfall on the North Fork of the Blackwater River. Other cascades and falls can be found along this branch too while walking on the Blackwater Canyon Trail. This is amazing. It's a little bit treacherous trying to get down here, and especially today because it's so cold and it's icy, but we made it at least to this part right next to the falls, and we're going to make our way back up carefully, but this is just so cool. Look at this falls behind me.
It's actually kind of nice having the leaves down right now because we can see so much more than we could have if it was all green and full of leaves.
Can't really see the color today for some reason, but usually the water is kind of this milky blue color here, and it's actually mine runoff. So even though it's beautiful and alluring, it's maybe not something you really want to go swimming in.
That is so cool. There's a rhododendron growing right out from the rock here. Life finds a way.
This waterfall behind me is Albert Falls. It's kind of just off the side of the road on the way back from Douglas Falls. This is our 6th waterfall of the day, which is pretty cool. All 3 of these, Albert Falls, Douglas Falls, and then Kennedy Falls at the end, have all been on the Blackwater River, and they're all part of the Blackwater Canyon. We could barely see Kennedy Falls really from the trail. There was a very, very steep trail to go down to it, but again, given that the ground is icy, we didn't feel comfortable with that, but we could see it through the trees. We had a quiet evening last night, just enjoyed our tofurkey sandwiches in the hotel room, watched some more episodes of Stranger Things, the new season, and today we are looking forward to heading into Harpers Ferry. I've been wanting to go to Harpers Ferry for a long time and excited to check it out today. We are setting out on our Appalachian Trail hike here in Harpers Ferry. Harpers Ferry is known to Appalachian Trail through hikers as kind of the psychological midpoint of the Appalachian Trail. So I've always wanted to come here and hike on the AT from Harpers Ferry, and that's what we're doing today. And our AT hike begins with a bunch of stairs, but it's really great views throughout this historic town. Harpers Ferry is a historic town that lies at the confluence of the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers, and it was a key site during the Civil War. It's been designated as a National Historic District and is part of the National Park System, and there's so much history to explore here. This white blaze behind me on the brown post there is a marker on the Appalachian Trail. Pretty cool to think that this trail goes from Georgia all the way up to Maine.
One of the things that we're really excited to see here in Harpers Ferry on the AT is the ruins of St. John's Episcopal Church, built in 1852.
Jefferson Rock is right there. I didn't realize it was that close, that the trail going to Jefferson Rock was that short. So this is pretty cool, we get to see it right away.
Jefferson Rock gets its name from Thomas Jefferson, who stood at this point in 1783 and described the view in the Notes on the State of Virginia, which was published in 1785. He concluded his description by saying, "This scene is worth a voyage across the Atlantic," and we'd have to agree with him.
Continuing on the trail brings you to the Harper Cemetery, which has been a resting place for the founders and citizens of the town since 1782. We're coming up on civilization here. I mean, we haven't been very far from civilization the whole time, but I can hear the traffic, I can see the road up ahead, and so we're about to do one of those cool AT things where you leave the trail and head into civilization.
The Appalachian Trail here crosses the road and continues over the bridge, but we're taking a trail down along the river to explore more ruins and history before heading back into town.
So now we're along the river, but we were just up there a minute ago.
Now we're at the ruins of the old Shenandoah Pulp Factory. This is so cool. It's just here and you can walk all around it. It's great. In the late 1800s, a large mill was erected on this site to provide wood pulp for the paper industry. 5 massive sluiceways with 2 turbines each powered the wood grinders and rolling machines for the factory. At one point, it produced up to 15 tons of ground wood pulp per day.
The mill closed down in 1935, and the building was destroyed by a flood the following year, leaving the ruins we see today.
The trail continues along the Shenandoah Canal and then crosses over a footbridge to Virginius Island.
After crossing the train tracks, we found the ruins of water channels and building foundations that were once part of a mill.
Arriving back in town, we visited the ruins in Arsenal Square, followed by the famous John Brown's Fort, which was the only armory building to escape destruction during the Civil War. This is something I've really been looking forward to. We're going to walk on the Appalachian Trail across this old trestle bridge.
The Winchester and Potomac Railroad Bridge crosses the Potomac River and leads to the Maryland Heights Tunnel. The footpath over the bridge allows visitors a fantastic view of the confluence of the Potomac and Shenandoah, with the Bowman Bridge Pier standing guard.
The wind was really whipping the day we visited, but we're so glad we were able to walk this iconic section of the Appalachian Trail in Harpers Ferry. This is so cool. I'm a little emotional about it. This is something I really, really wanted to do when we were planning this trip before I got cancer, and then after my diagnosis we had to cancel the trip because I had surgery coming up so soon. So now we're here. It's a little windy, you probably won't even hear me, but it's just amazing to be here. To the Harpers Ferry Park store right now, because for national parks you can actually collect stamps in a national parks passport. And I have ours here, and we're going to get stamps at the visitor center / park office / park store. We're now at the headquarters of the ATC. Even though it's closed today because it's the day after Thanksgiving, we still wanted to come by and just take some pictures and just see the building. You know, someday if we were ever to do the AT, we would be stopping here as the quote-unquote halfway point and resupplying, signing the register, etc. So it's a really cool milestone for a lot of Appalachian Trail hikers, and we're just excited to be here even if it's closed. For lunch, we got takeout from Kelley Farm Kitchen, which is a vegan restaurant in Boulevard, right next to Harpers Ferry. I've been looking forward to eating at this place forever, and I'm so excited to try my chicken sandwich. This vegan chicken sandwich is amazing. It's like a grilled chicken patty with melted vegan provolone, tomatoes, lettuce, and avocado, and it's so good. I can't really take a bite on camera, I don't think, but I'm gonna try. We are now on the Schoolhouse Ridge Trail. It's part of the Harpers Ferry Historical Park. It is extremely windy out here, but we're heading up to see the ruins. What are the ruins of? We're heading up to see the ruins. We're heading up to see the ruins, and we will let the narrator tell us what the ruins are.
The ruins we see are the remains of a schoolhouse that was used as a rendezvous spot for Confederate troops during the war. It was destroyed by long-range Union fire from Maryland Heights, nearly 2 miles away. During the Battle of Harpers Ferry, Stonewall Jackson occupied this ridge along with 3 divisions comprising nearly 15,000 men. Preservationists fought to preserve this battlefield and land when residential and commercial development threatened to overtake it. It's been protected through the efforts of many trusts and is now part of the National Historic Park.
That was extremely cold and windy, but it was a really cool hike. We love to visit ruins of any kind. Now we are gonna go and do some antiquing and maybe get some vegan chocolates. We'll see. Okay, for dinner, we went back to Kelley Farm Kitchen because it's one of the few vegan options in the area, and lunch was so good. On our way home at the end of our trip, we are stopping in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania to eat some food at VegOut for lunch. And we got a Big Mac hoagie and a chopped hoagie. They look amazing. Can't wait to try these.
For dessert, we are having a sweet potato casserole shake that has marshmallows on top.
And for the real dessert, we stopped at Vegan Treats here in Bethlehem, PA. We try to get to Vegan Treats whenever we get to Bethlehem because their baked goods are some of the best in the country for vegans, and everything's delicious. We got a pumpkin cheesecake bar and a cannoli. Their vegan cannolis have brought me to tears on more than one occasion, and I can't wait to eat this. It's been a while. This is really good. Another stop on our drive home to New York is at the Little Falls Trail in Promised Land State Park in Pennsylvania. And I have to try to get over this tree. You might be wondering why we're wearing bright orange. It's for safety. Though no hunting is allowed on the Little Falls Trail, Promised Land State Park does offer many areas to hunters. Since we were visiting during hunting season, we donned our orange to make sure we were visible through the trees. Promised Land State Park is located in Greentown, Pennsylvania on the Pocono Plateau. The Little Falls Trail winds along the east branch of the Wallenpaupack Creek, from Lower Lake to Lake Paupack, cascading over mossy rocks along the way.
We've visited this trail before when the falls were running high, but even with lower water levels, it's a gorgeous and quick trek, great for a pit stop on a long road trip.
And we are home at last. Our cats are very glad to see us. They're very glad to get some food. And now we have to decompress and put everything away and do some laundry and look back on all the memories we've made on our road trip to West Virginia.
Thanks for joining us on this trip. Please give us a like and a follow so you can see our further adventures on the road and on the trail.